Well, hello there. I'm out for a Sunday afternoon hike. I've come southward again down to the Chattahoochee Bend State Park. I'm going to do the trail here alongside the river and see how it goes today. Probably get somewhere around 10 miles in. It's a gorgeous fall day. Temperatures in the mid 60s. Sky's clear. The river is calm, running alongside me here, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna have a peaceful day today. Well, my prediction of a peaceful day is continuing on. It's past a few people out here on the trail, including a few that were at the observation tower next to the river. So I didn't linger there for any photos or filming. Well, I paused at one point to look down into the river where the trail dipped closer to it. I saw, I'm gonna say river otter, though it could, I don't think it was a beaver, but it was definitely an aquatic mammal. And the tail didn't look like a beaver, so I'm thinking river otter. Just head to head, swim along, and then it kind of did a tail over head and dove down. So I didn't get a really good look at it to make a complete identification, but hey, that's wildlife I've not seen out on any of my hikes, whichever way it ends up being. So that was kind of cool. Too quick for me to get any shot of it, but I appreciated the moment. But, continuing on this first stretch of the trail, I recall from my previous time out here, this is sort of a dual natured trail. You've got the long level stretch alongside the river for the first half of it, and then it goes inland from the river, and you've got a lot more wooded area and terrain variation, which we'll get in the second half of our outbound stretch. It is an out and back trail, so I'll be coming back over this terrain on my way back. But for now, enjoying the green, enjoying the quiet, enjoying the day. Well, I have pulled away from the river and I'm starting the portion of the trail that is heading more inland and uphill. As you can see here, okay, that is with the camera straight ahead, and that's angled up to where the trail ascends to. I know it's hard to get a sense of the elevation accurately from the way the camera is, especially if I don't hold it right when I'm not looking. But yeah, we're climbing now and looking forward to the second half of the trail here. Well, I'm into that area within the woods. If you can hear me over the crunching of the leaves and pine straw beneath my feet. where the trail becomes a little bit indistinct at times. Fortunately, it looks like they have refreshed some of the trail markers and they're a little bit easier to spot than last time I was out here. For the trail itself, I mean, if you were to glance at this without having some sense of where you'd come from and where you're going, where's the trail? Unfortunately, I'm able to keep my bearings and make good progress despite that challenge. And I can only assume that as fall progresses and the ground cover becomes even thicker, that challenge is just going to get greater and greater. So I'm glad that they do have those trail markers refreshed a little bit. Well, I've got another animal sighting that I have not encountered on the trail before. I'll see if the camera picks it up at all or not. Right at the top of that ridge, you can see it scamper away. It was an armadillo. I startled him. He was probably about 5 feet off the trail behind a tree when I came near, and he went scampering on up the hill there through the leaves. Caught me off guard till I was able to see him pause and pick out what he was. I was not anticipating an armadillo out here in the woods, but apparently they are. You know, from my perspective, an armadillo's natural habitat is on the side of the road somewhere, usually not in the best shape. So having actually seen one in the wild, that's a first for me. But continuing on, making my way through the woods here, it is hopefully getting closer to the end. I've passed the 4-mile mark on the trail, which, if I remember correctly, the trail opens back up at about a 5-mile mark. So maybe another mile here in the woods, maybe a little less, and then we'll see what we have as we get close to the turnaround point there. But for now, keep my eyes open for any other new sightings. Right, I have come to the area where the trail opens up. It follows this cleared pathway through the tall grass, which goes maybe a quarter to a half mile before getting to the generally accepted turnaround point, though there is the option to extend a little bit, make your way down to Riverside, where there's some campsites and the canoe and kayak release point. So we'll see what things look like if I continue on down there or not. But yeah, get out here. Temperature's still feeling awesome. So even with the bright sun, it's not too warm out, and it's a great day for a good walk. Well, I went ahead and made my way on down to the river, past the campsites, to this stairway you can see behind me that I'm taking a little sit down on as I gaze out upon the river flowing softly by. This is the area where they do the canoe and kayak entry point from the campground, and it's just very peaceful here. If I had more time, I could just sit here for a while and relax. hiking again. Well, I'm making my way back through the woods now. We'll see what kind of time I make. It took me about 2 hours to make the trek out. We'll see if we can't decrease that time a little bit for the way back. I don't know if I'll get it recorded here, but since I came back in the woods, I've been accompanied by the irregular sounds of, I'm guessing, a woodpecker off in the distance. And the size of it, I would anticipate maybe one of the pileated, which is the largest of the breed. Now I've come out of that little stretch of woods where I saw the armadillo once again, and just passed a family that I had passed on the way out as they are continuing along. It's one thing, I haven't seen very many people out here today, but those I have seen have been small family groups, not just, you know, individuals or couples out hiking, but families with young kids, which is good to see. And I'm guessing maybe due to the fact that tomorrow is a holiday, and I think a lot of school systems have it off, so some families are probably taking advantage of that to be out here, whether they're camping or just having a day, an extra day for the weekend to be out here and take in the park and the trails they're in. But yeah, heading back into some of the wooded areas now, so I'm gonna focus on my footing and keeping track of the trail. But I'm having a good day. It's a nice hike out here, and I'm enjoying it. Well, I've made it back to the observation tower, and I actually have it to myself this time, so I'm able to come up to the top and get a little filming in. It's been a good hike today. I have enjoyed myself immensely. It's been quiet, as I've said, but it's been picturesque and soothing. For a Sunday afternoon, I couldn't think of a better way to spend my time. But I'm probably just under a mile away from getting back to the trailhead, so I'm going to close things out here. Thanks, as always, for coming along with me today, and we will see you on the next trail.